Hey, welcome back, you wonderful people. This is Normal Guy getting by. I'm just going to show you how to remove a dent out of a bumper. Now, this can be done very, very easily. However, the hard part is to smooth it out and spend even more time getting all the wrinkles out of it. A lot of times you can get it close, but not perfect, so you end up going back, sanding it down, and actually repainting it. So we're not going to do that today. I'm just going to show you the quick way just to get the dent out, and we'll go from there. Really, my method is using a heat gun. I'm going to have to do a review on this heat gun because it's only fair to Craftsman. I did one on the Harbor Freight. This gun is super heavy and pretty great. I got it on sale when Sears was going out of business, and kept it around for a while just to, whoop, how's this gonna drop? Just to have it as a backup. And I have found that it's a lot hotter than I usually need. But what you do, turn down the hot temperature, the dial, turn that down, I think it's 0 or probably 1, up through 10. So that is your temperature gauge, up to 9. Then beyond that, you have 3 settings: low, medium, and high. So that's pushing the most force through. But I guess you gotta just play with your settings until you get what you need. So what I'm gonna do is work on heating this up. Now you want to heat up the whole area that you're going to be working on, because it all needs to be supple. If you only heat up around the outside, the middle's not going to pop back correctly. So, I mean, I do this enough that I have a good idea of what I need, but if you don't do it very often, it's not going to be easy to know for sure. But you want to get it heated up so that you can tell it's going to move for you. There's no use pushing on it before it's hot enough, because you're just going to push on it, it's going to pop out, but it's not going to pop out correctly. It's not going to pop out fully. But right in this area here is a crease. That's going to have to be a corner that I rebuild. So you got to keep that in mind. You're going to want to push that part out, because it's going to have to be out eventually. So I have this on, just turned it up a little higher to 7, and it's on full, on the 3rd setting for velocity. So we're probably getting pretty close. I don't know how to hold my phone to record this and show you the work I'm doing. I guess a tripod would be good. Anyway, I keep getting my finger in that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna set you down for a second. But where? Let me get you set up somewhere that you can actually see what I'm doing. Well, would you look at that? We might have a solution. Okay. So I got this good and hot already. It's relatively warm. But what we're gonna do, I'll check it here a second. Yeah, it's lost a lot of its heat. It loses its heat really fast. So, I mean, you can push on it right now, you can tell. If you're gonna push that out, it's not gonna pop into where you want it. So, let's get her heated up. And I have a towel behind it. because it's going to get hot. You don't want to burn yourself. Test it every once in a while. See if it is giving. Usually when you feel the heat going through the back of the bumper, it's pretty close. Now I'm seeing some cracking through the plastic and the paint on this, so it will definitely need sanded down and fixed correctly. Let's test this real quick. Okay. Well, it might have been might have been early, but I got it out. And the other key to this is holding it in place until it cools down. Because if you don't hold it in place, it's just going to sneak back on you. You're going to have dents that you don't like. Plastic has a memory. So if you don't hold it in place, it may pop back to where it was, because that's where it's been for quite a while. I definitely have a few dents to work out yet. There and here. That's why this is so time consuming, because you have to hold it here until it cools down and stays where you want it. Then you have to work out the other smaller dents. That's still hot. I mean, I can't keep my hand there very long. It'll burn you. Another thing, if you get the plastic too hot, you're going to start wrinkling the plastic. You're going to start cracking the paint. All things you don't want to do when you're trying to save the work. Even if you're going to paint it, you don't want to have to do more work than you already do have to. I got scuffing all down here. I got cracks in here. Cracks on the inside. Cracks on top. Okay. That feels almost there. I can feel the dent on the inside of the bumper. So when you can feel it on the inside, it's going to show up on the outside too. So let's go ahead and heat up some of this. Also remember, you only want to heat the areas that still need done. Because you go heating up the areas that you already did, it's going to start sinking in those areas. You don't want to have to redo anything you already did. It's all about efficiency. What is your time worth? Ooh, that's hot. So I'm only working on this one dent that I just heated up right here. You may not get it perfect. Depends what you're going for. I have to sand this anyway. I'm gonna have to do some some filler. So you can already see some areas I'm gonna have to fill. There's a crack right there that I have to sand out. Now this one dropped in a little bit. That could use some more pushing and holding. But if it's not pushing out easily, you know that it's not going to stay. Like there's a spot right here, I'm pushing with more might than I should, and even if I hold it there, it's going to sink back in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna heat just that area right there. Just so I can push that spot out. It's basically a waiting game. I mean, you could sit here for 10 minutes just holding that. You gotta hold it in place until it completely dries. Or, I'm sorry, completely chills out. Or it will sink back in. It's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna sit here and hold it for a while. I'll get back to you and show you the final product. Okay guys, now that this has had a chance to cool, I can show you what I've got. Got most of that dent out. I worked the top a little bit on the corner. There's little wrinkles here and there. See on my light, sorry. There's little wrinkles here and there, like along the edges, but I'm gonna have to sand out and get out the filler for some of these cracks. Actually, there's a crack in here I'm gonna have to plastic weld and fill, so I'm not too concerned. The majority of it came out. As I showed you, use a heat gun, warm it up real good, but do not burn the paint and wrinkle up the paint or the plastics, because then you got more work to do. But as you can see, don't heat up an area that is bigger than you can hold, because you're gonna have to hold that area and push it out until it dries, until it is cool. I keep saying dry, it's just hot and cold. You're heating up the plastic and pushing it around. So like this top here, I heated up just this area here. I was able to hold that in place, putting force on it to make sure it stayed where I wanted it. Now it's cool, and it's not going anywhere. Just like over here and over here. I worked on this for probably another half hour, maybe 45 minutes. If you don't have patience for this, it's gonna kill you to sit there and hold it. But you need to make sure you have it in there until it is not dry, completely cool. Because then it'll stay where you put it. So that, my friends, is how you take out a dent. That's how I take out a dent on a bumper. I've seen the other ways, boiling water and all that. You see the afterwards product. Sure, it pops out, but it's not with finesse. So this is how I do it as a professional. And I'm sure you'll get guys on here telling me why you shouldn't repair this. Well, guess what? This is what my customer wants. So this is what we give them. Now I need to paint this, make it maroon. and I will just sand it out and do all my other work and make it perfect. So this video was about taking the dent out. I'll try to put out some other videos on actually doing the work to make it right. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.